This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start. One play, 10 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to jump, and it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And again, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. A couple of vets. Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Stafford. Caught on the slant. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Rodgers' throw there into the hands of Ross. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on second down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now here's Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Justice Hill taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 76 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On the counter, this is Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll go again to Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Rodgers to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the give, this is Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to 1 final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Los Angeles, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year.